Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. So I realize it's a little bit of a weird perspective, but I just felt guided to set it up like this because there's something about you needing to, it's like raise your gaze, look towards the sun, look towards kind of the crowns of the trees, the blue sky. There's something about that, and this is definitely symbolic. Plus, it's cool for me because it means that I can drink my coffee underneath there without being seen. But let's get into your reading. This is going to be a counterpart reading. So it means that it's kind of like a relationship reading. We're exploring two different energies. And you may find that these energies are energies that place themselves out within your relationship, or it may be going on within yourself, or both. So the animal cards that I did pull for you were the lizard and the mouse. So typically these two are kind of maybe a bit more challenging energies. Both of them kind of refers to fear a lot of the times. And so that may be why it's like the universe is wanting to tell you to lift your gaze and to dream a bit more. I feel like there is a little bit of a caution here to not get trapped in cycles of fear. Look at it from a higher perspective. It's just your inner nature. It's just your inner lizard, your inner mouse spirit. It's not all that you are. But let's get into the relationship dynamic here. Let's talk about the lizard first. Actually, when I'm tuning into the lizard, the word I was hearing was frozen. It's almost like the lizard is frozen. It's stuck to a timeline is what I'm feeling. This may be someone that is recreating the same experience over and over. But then also I feel the mouse popping in, and this feels like someone that feels very, very small. Like it's almost like me here now in the shot. It's like I'm so small that you can't even see me amongst all of the other different trees. You know what I mean? It's like just like a tiny little mouse. And what's fun is that actually my moon is in Leo. So I do have Leo archetype within me. But there's something with this mouse and its ability to dream, because I feel like this little mouse, what it can do is that it can connect to all of these different stars here. It's almost like because it's in this kind of a little bit of a shaded environment, surrounded by all of these big trees. It's in the shade, but this shade, it actually allows it to dream more and to connect to new and different stars. And so I feel like the mouse is a person that I'm hearing they're finding their voice. Like they're finding their voice. It's almost like they're starting to sing from the stars. It's like because of this shade, they're starting to seek different things, new paths. And so it allows them to start to sing from the stars. But there's something about this singing when the mouse sings. It's almost like it really affects this other energy here, the lizard. And it's almost like the lizard freezes up when it hears the song of the mouse, because it's like the song of the mouse talks about some kind of a change that the lizard, I'm actually hearing, isn't capable of. That was hard. What does that mean exactly? Oh yeah, the lizard was frozen. Remember, I felt that in the beginning. It's like it's stuck to a specific timeline. It's looping. And so in that current state, it's almost like the lizard isn't capable of change. And so when the mouse starts singing from the stars, the lizard starts feeling unsafe in a sense. It's almost like confronted with its own inability to change. That's what I'm feeling. That is so interesting. Such an interesting dynamic. Wow. Let's pull some cards as well here. Oh, I don't know. When I look at these two, they're so cute, both of them. They're so cute, and I feel like these two are dreamers. They have such huge hearts. If this is a relationship dynamic, both of them, their hearts are actually huge, but they've been separated from this part of themselves. It's like they have been made smaller than they were actually meant to be by circumstance and yeah, you know, these big trees around them. So they're actually the energy that comes through them both is an energy of being actually very pure, both of them. Like they're very real, is what I'm feeling. Both of these people, if these are people. Underneath the deck was the Judgment now. So I feel like if this resonates, you may be rising into a new experience. Again, it's like you're rising somehow, growing towards the sun, growing towards the sky. Something to do as well, I feel, with like a new era emerging. And that's interesting because when I said that, it was the 10 of Pentacles that came out. I hope you can see it. I can't really see the screen anymore now because the sun is just becoming so bright. So that may also be a message that for some of you, you may be moving into a time where it's almost like it may feel as if you can no longer control things, because it's like the light of the sun, you know, the light of the soul is kind of taking over. And I feel like it's starting to create through you. I feel like if you resonate with being the mouse, it's almost like for the longest time you were stuck in this darkness, like connecting to the stars, starting to sing from the stars, or rather just like peep from the stars, because I feel like your voice wasn't that powerful. It's like you weren't that comfortable with speaking your truth, or with just being heard or being seen or something like that. It's almost like you wanted to hide still a little bit. I'm hearing you wanted to keep dreaming. It's like you needed to really get to know the dream and to feel the dream. But now it's almost like for some of you, you're moving into a different lap almost, or a different stage, different part of your journey. And it's like these stars, these souls that you've been connecting to, you know, these past lives that you may have been connecting to, this light within you, it's starting to take over. And I feel like it's starting to construct your reality, and it's kind of like starting to wave out. I feel like it's influencing your reality more than it used to. Wow, yeah, underneath the deck was also the Page of Cups. So it's like, I'm seeing also the Star card in the Rider-Waite, you know, it's like almost like the energy of the stars, or the vibe of the stars. This is some type of water, right? So it's almost like that starting to come into reality and merge with the matter of reality. Because, you know, the Page of Cups is water and earth together. And there's some kind of flow happening here, a song almost coming from the mouse. It's starting to become more materialized. But I'm also wondering about the lizard. I almost feel like the lizard is just mesmerized, it's just looking. Doesn't have any words yet though, I feel, with the lizard. Doesn't have any words yet for some reason. Let's pull some more cards. So if this is a relationship, I feel like there is this one person that they really have a hard time to, I'm actually hearing, think outside the box. And the box is them somehow. It's like they freeze up when it's their time to speak, or when it's their time to like open their heart. It's just like, then they just want to hide within the box that is the lizard somehow. They just want to hide within these old loops of consciousness. You know, it's almost like the lizard is a fight, flight, or freeze. And so they just, that system just gets overactivated when it's their time to speak. So actually what I'm feeling for the lizard is that to start maybe to also tune into the mouse energy and start to use the darkness as a cloth to dream. You know, connect to new stars, new suns within yourself. That's what I'm feeling. Start feeding yourself with these new energies, because it's almost as if that is going to help you to get out of these loops of the lizard. Anything else? I feel like the lizard is following the mouse. Actually, it's interesting. The lizard is actually hunting the mouse. It's almost like the lizard wants to eat the mouse. It wants to feed on the mouse, become more like the mouse in some kind of a way. That's very interesting. But I feel like the lizard doesn't exactly know why. Oh, and when I said that, the high priestess came out. So there's something about the ability that the mouse has, like I said, to take this darkness and use it as a cloth for dreaming. I feel like the lizard is wanting to become more psychic. So it's almost like the lizard is hunting the mouse, but the reason that the lizard is hunting the mouse is that the mouse is channeling, you know, these stars. So actually the lizard is wanting to go towards the stars, but it's almost like because it's trapped in that old loop, you know, the old materialism or something with the ten of pentacles here. It's almost like the mind of the lizard or the nature of the lizard misinterprets and thinks that, I want the mouse. But actually, it's like the lizard wants the stars. That's what I'm feeling. The lizard wants to become more like the mouse. The lizard wants to hold more of the energies that the mouse is holding. That's what I'm feeling somehow. Very interesting. Symbolic. It's almost like the mouse is some kind of like a carrot that the universe uses to get the lizard onto a better path. I'm hearing to evolve. So, and underneath the deck actually was the Two of Pentacles. Wow. And the Lovers. So definitely some kind of a relationship here. These are affecting each other, these two characters. They're affecting each other. Yeah, it's almost like a cat and mouse game, but it's like a lizard and mouse game. Funny. So let's see if we can get some more cards. Anything else we need to know? Empress coming out. Again with the darkness. And I feel, wow, and the Five of Cups. And this reminds me kind of this image here, that it's like, somehow I feel like the lizard is just, this feels like the Empress. This is kind of like the mouse. I feel like it's the difference between the mouse and the lizard. It's like when the mouse gets trapped in this darkness, when the mouse feels small, you know, she just closes her eyes and she starts dreaming. And I'm saying she because she comes through, or the mouse comes through with both the High Priestess and the Empress, and then also the Page of Cups. So I feel like it's a more feminine energy. You know, it's someone that they don't necessarily fear being bonded or trapped, because if they feel trapped or bonded to an experience in the physical, they go into the immaterial. You know, they start connecting to the stars, to the new timelines that are coming in. That's what I'm feeling. And so, like I said, it's like when the mouse feels surrounded by darkness and feels like nothing works, then this one, she starts dreaming. You know, she starts infusing herself with new energies. But it's almost like the lizard. When the lizard feels trapped by darkness, it's like he just starts looking at everything that's wrong. Like, that's what it feels like. He just starts looking at the material world and thinking about everything that's wrong and everything that should have been differently. He doesn't start dreaming. And so I feel like that's what traps the lizard. That is what traps the lizard into this never-ending cycle of repeating the same lesson, because he doesn't connect to the stars. Like, he doesn't listen to his soul, you know, to the different lifetimes of his soul, to the different timelines of the universe. He just stays so bonded to the material realm. And so I feel like for him, the material realm kind of traps him, whilst the mouse is learning so much about how to kind of infuse the material realm with these new, you know, stars, these new colors, different lights that she's dreaming about. That's what I'm feeling. Underneath the deck, behind the Five of Cups, was also the moon. And so I feel like the key is definitely to stop fearing the dark. You know, stop fearing the bonds, stop fearing the entrapment. What makes you feel trapped? It almost feels like it's meant to trap you, because it's meant to make you dream a new dream, a dream that is yours. You know, not the dream that was created by someone else, because it's almost like when we look at things that are physical, things that already exist, that was dreamt up by someone else, not you. And so by staying so committed, I feel, to only the physical realm, it's almost as if that means that you never get to explore your own individuality, you know, your own soul, your own seeds. And I feel like it ages us when we do that. I'm also hearing we don't have children. It's like we don't get to explore our own seeds, our own creation. We just stay stuck in this kind of like frozen state. So if you resonate with being the lizard, start to dream when things get dark. Instead of blaming yourself for everything that is wrong, start to dream about what you would like to experience. It's your way out. That's what I'm feeling. It's your way to the stars, to connect to the stars. And if you're the mouse, I don't know, I just feel like you're just gonna continue to do what nature is asking of you. I feel like if you resonate with being the mouse, it's like you're quite connected to your inner nature. It's almost like your nature is starting to flow through you now. Like you built a new form, is almost what it feels like. You built a new nature within you, and now it's starting to flow and to create through you. And so I actually feel for the mouse, this is someone that is pretty fearless in a sense. It's like or when it comes to the dark, being small, they're starting to be comfortable with that, because it's like they see what it offers, you know? It gave them the stars. And so it feels like they just like it. That's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna pull one more card though, one more time, because I feel like there's maybe one final thing that wants to come through. And I'm hearing, what's the finale? So what is it? Underneath the deck was the Father of Wands and also the Father of Cups. So I feel like and the World. Wow. Someone stepping up. Ooh, though. The Six of Wands in reverse. What is this? I'm almost feeling it's like to go up, you have to go down first. It's like to grow towards the light, to grow towards the sun, towards your soul, to become more like your soul. First you have to go down and look at the roots. You know, what created you as you are now. And I feel like when you do that, it's like when you go into the dark, that's when you start to build this king energy. This ability to understand. And so I feel like this is actually for both the lizard and the mouse. I feel like maybe they are both working on this, but maybe in different ways. It feels like the mouse started to awaken their feminine, you know, their connection to nature. That's what they have done. I feel like they've really gone deep into the dark. And so this definitely feels more feminine in nature. It is nature. It's like being one with nature, the nature of things, the nature of matter. So if this resonates, you have this ability to be one with matter and to understand it on a deeper layer. But then I feel like the lizard, it is someone that it's almost like they've been stuck in the same cycle. They haven't connected that deeply to their inner nature. It's almost like they didn't see the value of that. They didn't go into the dark in the same way. And so they might go through that cycle later. That's what I'm feeling. They might start to awaken their feminine or their inner nature later. Because it feels like now both of them, both the mouse and the lizard, they are moving towards learning about the king, the energy of the king, the masculine. And to me, it's like the king is the tree, you know? I feel like the king energy is very much like the tree spirit. It's multidimensional, you know, it has a deep root system. It stands up really straight, you know, it's very integral. That sword, it's an ability to stand up straight and be who you are and know what you stand for, you know what you want, you know what to choose. And you just do what it is that you think that you need to do to achieve that. It's like solid. It's interesting. So I feel like they're both moving into the king energy, but only one of them is connected to nature when they do that. So I don't know exactly what that means. But I think I'm gonna leave that question open. Very interesting reading, Leo. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Bye now.